Welcome back, everybody. Dren608 plays. We're playing Warhammer 40k. Broke Trader here. In my journal, I'm gonna check. I'm not sure I've done both of these. I think I found this on the bridge, but I don't remember finding anything by the lantern. So there's a couple of rumors I probably should check on. Quest-wise, we still have places I have to go, things I have to do. I want to get this done for her. I need to talk to her. And I have to talk to Heinrix too. One of the things I was just kind of checking on things. If I go into inventory, I don't have armor on anymore. So I guess that stuff that I ran into, that stuff that was like degrading my armor, took my armor off. Didn't take hers off, the psychic body glove. It didn't take off hers, which was Sin Skin. But it took away her armor and mine. And I think I put him in this armor after the battle. After one of them, so he didn't lose his. Somewhere along the line, I lost armor. And I don't know why. Let's just give people more stuff. This gives them a chance to get more movement points. I'm really not sure which boots to put on him. Cloak-wise, this is just too good for him. Gets rid of burning toxin and bleeding, so Endure is probably why his armor stayed okay, and mine did not. So, that's just the way it's going to have to be. But anyway, I never had him in anything other than Holy Vestment anyway, so that's fine. This gives him a plus 5% chance to hit, and a plus 3% chance to critical. I was wondering if I should give him... Well, he can't do a Deadeye shot, so... Guess I'm gonna leave people the way they are. Where's melee attacks? Did I put anything on Heinrix? He's still got his leather armor. Oh, I've got such good things to put on people, and I just don't know what to do. So, what is Jay in? She has a fencing body glove, so she's got some good stuff going for her there from dodging things. She is iconoclast. What do I have her on? Oh, she's got a chameleon cloak, so plus 10% dodge there. Deflection gloves. And this helps her with her, she critical hits with her pistol. She uses 2 pistols there. It has her using an Eldari chainsword, so I guess I just leave her alone with what she has. Yeah, I guess I'm kind of set there. Alright, so I need to get some armor on people. I didn't realize that she was that armor got like ripped away from us. Got another sin skin, which gives you great dodge. Her dodge already is 90. To take her dodge down halfway. Reduce damage. So I just don't know how this all... This would take her agility up even higher. Takes out like no damage there. Need heavy armor to put this thing on. I don't know what to do. Dodge 60% and 15% armor. 20% armor. Very little dodge chance, but 30% armor damage. More than 40, or agility 60. So this would take her way up there. Oh man. So for those of you that know what the heck is going on, leave me comments on what kind of armor I should be putting these people in. Because, like, she's only got an agility of 30. She's got on the psychic body glove. I've been thinking about with her that maybe I should have her doing this. Target designator. Oh. Let's 10 to awareness. His awareness sucks. Her awareness sucks. Her awareness is 60. Her awareness is 60. So if I was going to not take her... Oh, there is something in my weapons that I saw when I was looking around. This does... If you look at this one, if she gets to a heroic thing, she can hit 6 targets with 2 times psychic staff power level times psi rating plus their willpower bonus. So plus 6 at the end of it. And this... How do I know what the charge is? How strong it is? Is it who's wielding it? So if I gave her this instead. So she'll do 25 normally and 43 with a heroic push on up to 6 people. So that's a better one for her to carry. So we'll give her that. If I was going to swap her out, I probably would take these 2 things off of her and the grenades and give them to like Heinrix. And maybe give her the Auspics. It's like, who do you take? She has a Medicaid, high Medicaid, but I don't think she can... I don't think she can take a medikit.
How about no?
No, she can't use a medikit. So I have very few people that can do Medicaid, which is, I think, something I need to rectify, because Medicaid kits will get rid of bleeding and fresh injury. So, man, I really don't know who to take on this jaunt. She's got on old fencing body glove. Plus 10%, so she got a 90% dodge. And parry, she's at 65%. But who would I not take if I took her? She's an officer. Got too many officers. Not enough grunts. Too many chiefs and not enough Indians. Well, anyway, I gotta work on trying to get me into some kind of armor. So, I would take 23% of damage off. Raise my dodge. 30% dodge. 15% dodge. 15% dodge. 0% dodge. 0% dodge. Jeez. 15. 30% dodge. 23% damage. I guess I'm going to put that on me. And then, who is it? He is on the leather armor. Pascal just has this on because it's probably the best thing I can give for him. Abelard, Argenta is missing. Armor, and I don't know what to put her in. Put her in the leather armor. It's 20% damage and 37% dodge. 37 and 20% chainmail, so she gets either way. 7 for 20. 15 and then 30. I just don't know what's best. I guess I'll just put her in some chainmail. Just don't know what to do here. Alright, at least I got people back in some armor. Supposedly you're supposed to be able to respec people, but I have no idea how to do it. Maybe that's only via mod? Again, leave me notes on how you're supposed to do that, because I can't figure it out. Her flamer does 9 to 14 right now. In a cone in front of her, so she can get a lot of people with her flamer. And I had her getting this. I was thinking of putting her in the Grenadier's cloak, so that when she throws her grenade, I can't take any damage from it. Just going to put her in the Grenadier cloak. And then we're going to swap out this and one of these. Cassia. Oh. Who has the frag grenades? She's got some nice crack grenades. Thought I'd take one of those from her and give that to Argenta. I like crack grenades. I want to find more of those. And then one of us has a frag grenade. He has a frag grenade. He has a blinding grenade. Thought I would get rid of the frag grenade here. Give that to Argenta. Since her first action of throwing a grenade doesn't cost her anything, she can maybe do some serious damage someplace. Okay. Don't have enough grenades. Plain and simple. I need more grenades. But I don't seem to be able to get any more, so. Okay. That's kind of our equipment breakdown. Now, in our journal, we had a bunch of things that I needed to do. So, first off, we're going to go do I'll do that right before we leave. Secrets of the Cult. So I need to find Heinrix. And I need to talk to Jay. So let's go talk to Heinrix. Where's Heinrix? Heinrix right here. Where are you, Heinrix? Heinrix! Heinrix looks at you intently, his head tilted. I want the Inquisition to take care of Adira. Rid me of her. I don't want to do that. Alright, what's his mission?
Yes, but not here. I wouldn't want our conversation to be gossip fodder on the bridge and in the officers' mess.
Alright, what happens? Oh, we switched screens. Okay, so now we're in our official capacity here. Thank you for finding an opportunity to talk. I trust now would be a good time to explain the reason for my return aboard your ship. I do not object to you personally, but I find the continuous presence of an Inquisition agent at my side slightly unnerving. Your concern is unfounded. As long as there's no substantial reason for it, I hope there will not be one. Of course there will be one. To business then. The cult of the final dawn. The madmen preach their heretical doctrine among the denizens of the Koronus Expanse and instigate crimes against the throne and humanity. One such crime took place in your protectorate. The Lord Inquisitor considered it necessary to have one of his acolytes accompany the rogue trader on the voyage to the corrupted region. I also need to meet with one of my observers on the capital world of your domain. Well, I succeeded at this, so why would Ordo Xenos agents investigate a chaos cult? You are well versed in how the Inquisition is organized. Yes, initially our arrival in the Koronus Expanse was dictated by need to fight Xenos, but there is more. The cult is tangentially related to my main specialization. Perhaps I will be able to reveal the truth someday, but right now I ask you to display humility and patience. Well, I never read his letter. I guess he must have said something about this. I meant to read that first. Cast tread softly. The main danger of secret cults and sects is that they are like seeds. They can remain in the ground for decades, safe from all scrutiny until an opportunity to sprout, grow, and bear monstrous fruit presents itself. The emergence of a cult on one of the rogue traders' planets does not mean the dynasty had himself as a chaos sorcerer. Instead that, it should be noted that Theodoria von Valencius was famous for her loose interpretation of the freedoms granted by the warrant. A bloodline can be stained by ancestral transgressions. If it is indeed so, it is in your best interest to do whatever necessary to redeem yourself. Then perhaps you will get a chance to salvage your dynasty's reputation. Okay, he's willing to show leniency? That is correct. I should show greater tolerance for the mistakes of newly appointed rogue trader. To be frank, I am surprised. The Lord Inquisitor is not the type to indulge the weakness of soul and mind, even in someone who only recently accepted a lofty title. Okay. If spies on... person I mentioned is not a spy, but a secretary in the administrative department on Dargonus, which is my capital planet. Planet's governor and Theodora were fully aware of his status. His duty is to fulfill the sacred oath to the Golden Throne and eliminate threats to the Imperium, which the Koronus Expanse has in abundance. His name is Achilles Galander. As soon as we contact Dargonius, I will introduce you new head of the dynasty. I'm sure you will appreciate the presence of such an advisor among your subjects, and I suggest you heed his words at least occasionally. More about the Final Dawn. Chaos worshippers, most often agents of the throne, run into lone renegades stirring up trouble. Insane, prophets, and hysteric. Visionaries preaching the end of days, a passing comet, a mutant rebellion, an onslaught of monsters. Each time they come up with a new reason why people should prostrate themselves and quiver in fear. Much effort and the blood of those loyal to the Golden Throne were spent before we established the connection between these heretics. The cult of the Final Doll is something greater than a gaggle of misguided seers and fortune tellers. They cleverly spread their agents all over the Koronus Expanse, disseminating heresy among honest people on the Imperial world. This is a certain strategy of their actions that changes whenever we get too close, and finally they have enough military power to have had the two ships that we had sent after them later discovered as wreckage. Wreckage? Is that scrap for me? The growing difficulty in making warp jumps is detrimental to us, but is unlikely to inconvenience those who engage in vile sorcery day in, day out. After the events on Reichard Minoris, I suspected the cult might have built its nest inside Winterscale's domain. The latest reports indicate it is your protectorate that is harboring heretics. Being in your entourage improves my chances of getting closer to their secrets. Okay, what else do you want? To the system that contains the industrial world of Kayava Gamma, I will then accompany you to the surface and determine what the cult is planning and how it intends to use the sources to fall into their clutches. We will include the blessed engines of Adeptus Mechanicus and even the followers of the Omnissiah themselves. I will be frank, the answer to this question is unlikely to please either of us. The machinations of chaos usually go beyond solely inflicting countless deaths and destruction. Having their plans come to fruition would lead to far more terrible consequences. One of the systems Koronus Expanse has already lost. May the Emperor protect us from watching this tragedy play out again. Do we risk running into his brothers? I have no doubt it will happen sooner or later. Yes, Marines sliding with the cult is very bad news. Very, very bad news. Most likely they kept away until recently, putting their puppet strings from a respectable distance. These traitors seem to seldom show up alone. The best we can count on is having to deal with just a squad of Space Marines in the Koronus Expanse and not an entire company. Why did your thing fall in there? Disjointed pieces of data and finally merged into a single picture. Additionally, not long ago, a vessel from the world arrived on Footfall. Reports from the crew were confused and alarming, making me fear a planet-wide rebellion. Alright, it's fallen to heresy. We propose destroying their planet? A decision that sent billions of souls into the grasp of the archenemy, an unreasonable and unforgettably high price for a small handful of people saved by your mercy. Do I consider it a worthy exchange? I most certainly do not. Will I make every effort to make such an exchange? Sure, such an exchange does not happen again? Of course I will. Sentimentality is a luxury I cannot afford. And I said, basically, you could have stopped me. I haven't said I would not like to be able to afford such luxury. In fact, deep down I understand why you acted that way. I have yet to eliminate the understanding and acceptance within myself, but I will. Apart from business matters, Heinrix, once you promised to entitle me with a compelling conversation. Surely this is not what you had in mind. Do remember exchange. For the time being, however, I would prefer to focus on my direct responsibilities. Perhaps later, after Kiev again. Okay. Alright, enough of that. Thank you for spending your time. Get out of here. Now I gotta go find Jay. I bet you Jay's gonna bring me back here, too. Oh, what do I have in my vault? I know I have something in here, but I don't remember what I put in here. What do I have in here? Heirloom auto pistol. Blast wave. An extra one of these. I don't think I need an extra one of those. Is there anything I want to just kind of keep in my ship, just in case? Thunderhammer? Got a heavy bolter nobody can use. Got a modified bolter. Thunderhammer I don't think anybody can use. I have one of those. She's carrying one of those. I don't really need those two things. sword. A diviner's staff. What does this do? What does consigner staff do? Consign. One enemy creature with a 10 radius. Next hit against the target will be an automatic critical hit. Oh, it could be interesting. It could be very interesting. Have someone toss that at somebody and then have the next person shoot them. And if they hit them, they would be a critical hit. Also takes up their perception and willpower. What's the heroic act thing do? Every enemy in combat will be an automatic critical hit. Whoa! Hey, we'll keep that one around. I might assign that to somebody. These I'm going to have to keep. Rebel sniper rifle. I think that's better than the one she's using. I have a chain axe. A one-handed melee weapon chain axe, which does 10 to 16 instead of a noble sword. Can I use that? I can use a chain axe. Should I be going around with an axe? Should I be carrying around an axe? Okay. I'm not sure if I need some of these things. I'm just kind of keeping stuff here in my... I just don't know. This I know I can send away. I think I can send that away. I just don't know. It's a stub revolver. Heirloom auto pistol. Precise las pistol. Funny looking knife. There's a blast wave here. Did I have another shotgun? I had another special shotgun, didn't I? It's a stub carbine. Didn't I have another shotgun? Orthlock patter stub revolver. I just don't know what to do with all these weapons. Here it is. Combat shotgun, 18 to 22. Blast wave. So this pushes people away if you shoot them. At 2 hex range. So it's a 3 hex range, but can push them away. I don't know. Life draining sword, huh? Well, should I keep that for now? I'll keep that kind of as a trophy. And I've got a mezzo pattern volt pistol, so I was thinking of giving that to somebody. Alright, that's enough of that. I have to go back out here and find Jay. I'm already at 28 minutes. So we'll do this combat, or this talk here. And then next time we will go down to the planet and try to go to that one things. Where's Jay? She's here. So I have to talk to Jay. Where are you, Jay? Jay.
Allow me to thank you again for helping me with the cargo, Shireen. I am sure the Ashmags who squirreled away my goods won't give up so easily, and I'll hear more about their scheming yet. Let's strike a deal, Shireen. I will watch your back if you do me a favor and watch mine. Well, enough jokes. Is there something you wanted?
Oh boy. You keep using words.
The language on Ifrit, my home world, is quite different from the one spoken in the Koronus Expanse. We bestow more than one meaning upon each word, allowing our wise men to fully express their sagacious thoughts, and us lowly commoners our base passions and desires. Take Agi, for example. That is what I call every piece of scum and villain, because Agi means evil and foe and pathetic worm unworthy of consideration. Or take Ashmag. It means fool and little brother and blind man who stumbled and would fall into a pit without guidance. Shireen is... Shireen means friend and comrade and roommate in a battle formation, like we are.
Okay. You don't look like a typical smuggler?
No truer words have ever been said. I'm far more exciting than some small-time peddlers from Footfall. Allow me to introduce myself properly. I am Jai Amira Fatqin Tamiri Ash Ifrit, the 12th daughter of the Lord of Ifrit, a distant world at the fringes of the Imperium.
Oh, she's nobility.
The youngest child is destined to become a bargaining chip in the family's political games. But I was unwilling to accept such a fate, and wanted to choose what to become and which path to follow. When I learned the Exalted One watches over hundreds of other worlds amidst distant stars, I understood there was an entire world of opportunities beyond Ifrit. All I had to do was break the familial bonds tying me down and escape the planet. Which I did a long time ago.
How did you escape?
I convinced my father I personally wished to oversee the inspection of imported goods. I had to get experience so I wouldn't bring shame on our family, didn't I? I made friends with traders, missionaries, and soldiers at the port. I listened to their stories, studied the charts, learned what documents I had to forge to escape the planet. A kind word here, a shiny coin there. And here I am, in the iron belly of a ship, braving the void in search of a new life.
You've had a few close shaves?
Consider it a mark of my trade. This year, Xenos. Dumb-headed orcs. Who knew that we weren't the only ones to get tempted by the wreck of that raider? As for this treasure, I received it as a reward for a life that had been just a little too good. I was in a hurry to get to the Adeptus Amasacus after the Exalted One blessed me with immense wealth. I was 2 backstreets away from the den when a pathetic ashmag attacked me, envious of somebody else's fortune.
Huh.
I learned my lesson and started taking the longer way around. Except I haven't had any big windfalls since.
And why did you choose here?
The Koronus Expanse. A gorgeous name, isn't it? But this backwater wasn't my original destination when I escaped Sherin. Oh no, it was the rumors of incredible freedom that brought me to the Koronus Expanse. Freedom that is generously bestowed upon everyone who can survive in these parts. All doors are open here. You can become a saint, a mogul, a kingmaker, or anyone you like, really. Here, hard work pays off, unless you're used to lying by the roadside and complaining instead of toiling for the good of your soul, glory, wallet, or whatever floats your boat. I'm used to working hard, and so I found my blessing.
Thank you.
All relationships are based on mutual trust. That goes for business too.
Okay. I could start a romance with her. Must forgive my prying, but has the esteemed princess's heart been claimed by some lucky fellow? Should I go there? Do I really need to do that? She is iconoclast.
Or lucky lady, you mean? My heart has been coveted by proud men with hard eyes, gentle maidens with sensual voices, imperious lords and fierce leaders of void brigands. Only rogue traders have not yet featured among Jai Hedari's intimate friends. Why do you ask, Shireen?
I need to know who I must kill to rid myself of a rival, man or woman. Enjoy it, like to spend our time together. Perhaps I shall grant you a high honor of serving as my nightly delight. Oh, God. Why are you avoiding answering?
You are prying at the treasures of my soul, my little secrets. How else can I keep them safe from such a powerful robber as the rogue trader? I dare not refuse you.
Okay. I enjoy being with you. I would like to spend more time together. Just see what happens.
Oh, Shireen. With a few words, you have managed to make my heart flutter like a songbird caught in the snare of a skilled hunter. You enjoy being with me. Perhaps you even find me amusing? Every girl dreams of hearing that she will make a fine toy and a worthy diversion.
Just like you.
I understand. I'm just having a little fun, Shireen. I can't possibly just say, oh, I like you too. Words as dry and dull as a Voidsman's dinner. They are unworthy of us. If you are not simply amusing yourself by toying with my feelings, then why not give it a try? Go on. Or, wait. You haven't yet asked how I feel about being your romantic partner. Ask soon, Shireen.
A dazzling one, I can trust you to hold in your heart at least the smallest drop of regard to me. Ask meekly. Will you be my romantic partner? Look, I'm a simple man, and these flirtatious overtures...
Can go to the Aji. Say no more, Shireen.
I guess I'm inviting her to
I
dinner.
have no doubt that you are a wonderful conversationalist.
Okay, I
Shireen.
started a romance, so I got
will
that.
make a note of your invitation and make sure to take you up on it when I next get hungry.
Okay.
But if the feelings in your soul have become a fire that is burning you up from within, then you may express them by bestowing a gift upon your humble servant.
Okay, I'm running way over time here. I'm up to 37 minutes. There was some business she wanted to discuss.
Oh, Shireen, I did manage to spark your interest. Allow me to invite you to a more private place. My words are meant for your ears alone.
Alright, that's going to put us back in my office, isn't it? Yeah, God. Here we go. Yep, back in my office. Why is it always got to be in my personal quarters? The light of dozens of candles plays across Jay's face, making her small smile appear even more mysterious. Shireen, the exalted one himself, brought us together the day you crossed Vladim's threshold. He led us to the cargo and gave us his blessing for its return. No, actually, Cassie did that. Do you know what people in my world say when such a thing happens? What's gained is to be shared with your neighbor. She points at the containers in front of her. One contains a polished Eldaria rifle, a rare model, and the other holds an ornate sword. I am sharing what I've gained with you. Please accept these humble gifts in honor of our wildly successful, though suddenly struck, friendship. Wanderer's Portent. A two-handed ranged weapon. Does have Deadeye shot. Dodge reduction 30, additional hit chance. I gotta be good in a deadly weaponry. And Bloodseeker. And that's Drakari weaponry. Okay, I gotta get people to be able to use these sticks. Okay, it's a wonderful gift. I have to knew you would appreciate the Xenos' mastery of their craft. Gene beams at you, curling a line on augmented finger. To brief us, she awkwardly continues. So, the matter I want to discuss with you is related to my business. You know that I sell Xeno artifacts to interested Imperial subjects, and Imperial trinkets to Xenos. Business is going well, my network runs even without my participation, but when it comes to expansion, well, that is where I hit a wall. Rivals envious of my success. Falco especially, I am certain the theft of the cargo is his doing, but I can never predict what that Ashmag will do. Next, and while the Imperium's authority may be fragmented in the Expanse, it could crack down on people of my profession at any moment. Okay, I think I follow. You wish to use me. Exalted one forfend. Could such a lowly servant of the Emperor use the radiant bearer of the warrant like some kind of tool? The other way around, however. The rogue trader put in a good word for me with the servants of the Adeptus Administratum. I could become an official trade representative of the Imperium. Just imagine it. A little scrap of paper will offer me and my agents protection against Ashmag schemes far better than in any refactor field. And even the Inquisition will have to think twice before they mess with me, because I'll be a representative of the law in my own right. The best part of all this is it will cost you precisely nothing, Shri. All you have to do is stop the administrative palace and obtain a certificate from the Master of Seals. My informants tell me that the palace is located on Dargonos, your capital world. You see how everything is aligned so wonderfully? And of course, we're very kind. So she wants to go to my capital world. The other guy wants to go to the industrial world. And I want to go to Janice, I think, because Janice has food, and I wanted to send food back here. True power, you're also about it. You really think I care one jot about the troubles of a cosmic? How do I benefit from gaining official status? Besides being in receipt of my eternal gratitude, Jerry? Won't it be beneficial to have someone in your retinue with the weight of authority behind them, rather than just another pawn? One slip of paper, and I will be able to extend my network and systems far beyond Footfall. My agents will be your eyes and ears throughout the Expanse. Go ahead, let's talk. Better business partner in all Expanse. Friendship is a gift from the Exalted One. We must cherish it. And you'll have no complaints about our friendship, Serena. I may not be a trade representative of the Imperium just yet, but I can still help you with whatever you need. You must have some faction in mind that you would like to establish relations with. The severe Drusians? The hot-headed pirates of the Cuspalsa? You merely need to use the right words, like a key for a lock, and people will open your hearts to you. Weather wallets, I will arrange everything. You merely have to ask. Pirates? Drusians? Cuspalsa. Oh man, I don't know where to go. How about if we go with the Drusians? Adeptus Mechanicus? Let's go with the Drusians. If you want to go to work in the right circles. Faction reputation received, Drusians 2000. I don't know if that makes a difference. Right, you steer your vessel toward Dargonis, the Mercado official oil. It sounds almost majestic as the warrant of trade. Okay, I'm back in my room. Alright, we're going to put a stop in here. Alright. Okay. So I got lots of other things I need to do now. If you like what you see, hit the thumbs up button. If you really like to see, go ahead and subscribe. Hit the notify bell. Be notified to upload videos and schedule streams. I've got to figure out who I'm going to take to go take out that den of bad guys. I half want to take the Inquisitor instead of oh, what's her name? Adira. Although Adira's been useful in the last couple of fights, I just don't know. Because she's kept me from getting surprised on things. So, they all have their pluses and minuses. So, I'll have to figure out who I'm going to take next time. But that's where we'll be. I probably will be back up on the bridge with everybody as equipped as best I can, and then we'll go ahead and go down to the planet and get ourselves down to that space. And if I can do that quickly enough, we might even do the battle next time too. Probably another 40-minute video. All right? All right. I'm Dren608. Until we meet again, stay safe. Bye-bye.